Welcome back to Scary Stories Before Bed, human written horror that you can listen to before you go to sleep. My name's Ari. I try to write these once a week, so if you like this, please comment and follow. Give me a subscribe, much appreciated. I recommend listening to this when you're in bed, relaxed, comfortable, and the lights are off. Bong. Suddenly, the apparition appeared. James couldn't believe it, but held his breath to be safe. It was a young lady in a tattered skirt, drifting timidly across the torn-up stage. James watched her twirl and sway, revealing her shriveled skin that clung delicately to her bones. As she reached the center stage, her knees collapsed and split through her ghostly legs. She fell to the ground and wailed at her failed performance. The theater began to shake and tremble as if feeling the weight of her pain. James couldn't help himself and let out a small gasp in fright. The old theater stopped shaking. Terrified, James looks up from behind his fingers. The spirit sat up and stared at him. Her eyes glowed between her mangled hair and peeling skin. She spoke as if the wind passed through her, hollow. "Do I have an audience?" she pleaded, voice wavering. James shook in his chair, petrified. She began to crawl rapidly across the stage, her joints clicking like insects. He tried to run, but was paralyzed in his chair. "My partner was jealous of me. They strangled me, broke my bones, and crumpled my body beneath the theater so they can steal my spotlight." She crawled to the front of the stage, just a few meters away from James. James trembled, unable to look away, as her voice echoed joyously. Thank you for watching my performance." James desperately tried to close his eyes, but as the ghost crawled off the stage and towards James' feet, he found himself locked in her gaze. A weary smile beamed across her flayed lips as she crawled onto James. "I'm nothing without an audience." And without warning, James broke free from his fear, screamed with all his might, and closed his eyes tightly. And he waited and waited. When nothing happened, James opened his eyes. Suddenly, he found himself on the stage. He looked at the chair where he was sitting, only to see himself standing up. James's body began to jump and dance, twirling like a ghost. His body looks up at James on the stage and begins to speak. "You don't know how long I've waited for another curious soul to come in, like I once did. His body will be an adjustment, but it is greatly appreciated." James looked at himself on the stage and saw his new translucent skin. But before James could scream, the clock tower rang. Bong, bong, bong. James's body gave a final bow and ran out of the theater, while James's spirit hopelessly clawed at the stage as he was pulled through the floorboards. Thanks for listening.